Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Okay, let's take a look again at the euro currency. Well, the situation here, as you can see, is interesting. So market finally has turned to the significant move. And in general, guys, in current weekly research, we have tried to discuss the situation on the higher time frames, the really big picture on the euro currency, to understand how current move down could be involved in a greater picture, whether it makes sense for and whether it has the value and weight for some bigger picture. Could it be some really significant move right now, or this is just a retracement that is based just on reaching some resistance? Market soon will turn again to the upward direction and so on. So if you're interested with this, be my guest, visit our forum and read our higher time frame analysis monthly and weekly. Well, currently, as you probably could see from our analysis of the weekly time frame, there exists some risks for current downward action. So our weekly time frame analysis does not totally exclude the possibility of returning right back above and showing another high on the euro currency. At least from the theoretical point of view, that is possible. But as we have significant bearish pattern on the weekly time frame, in fact this action looks like the huge bearish engulfing pattern on the weekly time frame, and as trend has shifted to the bearish side on the daily time frame, we have the really significant move down. We just can't enter long in terms of the daily time frame scale. All that we could do here is trying the possibility to enter short. But at the same time, we can't enter short right now because we stand at the support cluster. That is confluence support on the daily time frame, and take a look, market has entered in previous consolidation. Also, market has tested the monthly pivot point, and take a look, monthly pivot points stands rather tight in the November. That is already the monthly pivot support one. So you can see this consolidation coincides with monthly pivots and daily confluence support. The next area of support will be around 133.80. That is also the weekly confluence support. Also, market is extremely oversold currently, so I do not have even the oscillator predictor right now here, because you just could plot the trended oscillator and you will see that market is really solidly oversold right now. It means that daily picture forbids us to take the short position. We can't just short at the significant support that we were sold. To take short position, if you trade on the daily time frame, you need to wait for some bounce up. Besides, as risks of reversal to the upside still exist, that is our major concern and major interest, to take the position, short position, as closer to this top as possible to minimize the risk, and that will give us some room to exit if we will become wrong, and maybe even exit with the break-even result. That's a major idea on the daily time frame chart. But unfortunately, guys, as you can see, currently we don't have any patterns that could tell us about the possible bounce up. So we do not see any reasons for that, and probably in the beginning of the week, all that we could do is just to wait when we see some signs of the possible bounce. On the 4-hour time frame chart, it's approximately the same picture. So this chart looks, in fact, the clone of the Friday's picture. So we have the excellent thrust down. It's absolutely perfect and is suitable for any Jordan Apple pattern, for double repo pattern, for example. And take a look, if we suggest that double repo will start right from here. Take a look, the target of the double repo is 50% resistance, coincide with the top of the potential left shoulder. Recall that we have discussed one of our suggestions on the daily time frame is that possible appearing on the head and shoulders pattern, it's reversal pattern to the downside, because here we have the huge resistance cluster on the monthly time frame chart, and deeper retracement could be just a reaction, respect, on that appearing of that area. One of the patterns, as I said, could be the head and shoulders, and if this will be really the truth, if head and shoulders indeed will appear here, so appearing of the double repo, starting of the double repo right here will be just more than the welcome, because it will lead market precisely in the level. If market would keep the harmony, it will lead the market precisely in the level of the top of the left shoulder by the target of the double repo buy pattern. Also take a look, another level that we have here is the weekly pivot point for the coming week and FIP resistance around 135.96, 136 area, so right here. So that's been said, as you can see, as on the daily time frame and on the 4-hour time frame chart, we do not have any patterns just yet. So we can't enter short right now since we have the resistance and the sold, but we can't even trying to take the scalp long position because we don't have any patterns for that, and market at least right now doesn't show any signs of the potential reversal on the intraday charts. So that's why probably all that we could do here is just to wait for some other possibilities on the other markets, and on the euro currency we unfortunately all that we could do is just to wait when the market will form something that will clarify for us what we could expect in the nearest future. I prefer to see some reversal pattern to try and to make the scalp long, and later on the daily time frame chart we'll see whether it will be nice possibility for taking the short position with the possible head and shoulders or not, because many situation will mostly depend also on whether the pattern that we have discussed on the weekly time frame will form or not. If market will form weekly stop grabber, bullish stop grabber, it could change the situation drastically. That's why, as I said, on the weekly time frame chart still some risks exist that market in fact could erase all this move down and turn to the upside and shows there's another leg up. Something of that sort also our forum member Minimax has posted on the previous week when he analyzed the fractals, and he said that he also doesn't include possible move another top on the euro currency before all will done, before market will turn to the downside. That's why the situation is not as simple as it could be, but let's move through it step by step, and first let's focus on the possible pattern that could trigger some retracement here and try to use it.